like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. Even if you're looking at the playback. We back, baby. With another one. Another one. Yes, sir. You know, we out cheer. Cheer. We out cheer. You know, I'm something like a rapper, never a trapper. You know, I'm something like a rapper, never a trapper. Yes, sir, man. Be out here, man. It's another Sunday afternoon in the great state of North Carolina. It never rains in North Carolina. Well, that's a lie. Yeah, but yeah, you know, I like the Carolinas. Nothing like living in the Carolinas. You know, trust me, there's a whole lot of other places that's 10 times worse that I've visited. You know, everywhere you go, there's pros and cons. But I found that I've tried living other places, but it's not like living in the Carolinas. Yeah, other places there's too much going on for me. You know, what's up? Blessed Life, HP 777. You must be from, hey, where you from? You must be from India. You got to be from India with that handle. People have these weird handles. Blessed Life, HP 777. HP, that sounds like a computer. It's supposed to be a computer? You know? Yeah, people have weird handles online. I'm telling you. I always looked at it like people have these weird handles. Has a lot to do with their mindset and their personality. To come up with a handle like they come up with. You know. But yeah, man, Sunday. You know, P.S. and by the way, I got a website that I'm gonna be releasing after this video. It's for anybody that need help translating, trying to communicate online to people. Let's go to in any language too, damn near at least 50 languages. Yeah, at least 50. So if you speak English, you want to communicate in Japanese. You speak English, you want to communicate in Spanish. You know, because a lot of times, a lot of people might speak English, but the other person speaks a language they don't understand. So I came up with a website for that. You know, it's matchtranslate.com. That's the name of the website. I'll post it after I get off here. You know, matchtranslate.com. You know, yeah. Because in certain situations, I need to. I need to communicate with people, and I don't speak no other languages. Well, no, that's not true either. But you know, I speak very little Spanish. Very little Japanese, and our native tongue back home. I speak that. That's about it. You know, so sometimes I needed help with translation, and I realized that Google and a lot of these other apps, they're not that good. So I created my own thing, and hopefully I can help other people. So go to matchtranslate.com if you need help with that. So yeah, and plus, I've been getting questions about people want to know my experiences talking to other groups of women all over the world. And today, we're talking about East Indian women. Today, the East Indian women. You know, so I would say in most cases, if you're gonna meet an East Indian woman, she's gonna be at the job, at some tech company, working with some tech company, the bank, some financial services company, selling insurance, something like that. That's what usually, that's where we usually see East Indian women on the job, basically. Tech companies, banks, software development companies, financial services, insurance companies. She might be a real estate agent. You know, companies like that on the job, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're gonna meet them at. You're not gonna meet them at. Well, if you live in California, you might meet them at the bar, club, if you're in California. But New York, you might meet them in Manhattan. But for the most part, if you're in a smaller city like where I'm at, in North Carolina, Raleigh, or someplace like that, Charlotte, or someplace like that, you're going to meet the East Indian women on the job. That's where you're going to see them at. Most of them are going to be married. Most of the time. For the most part, most of them are going to be married. Now, if she's single, so let's do this. Let's assume that she's feeling you. Y'all hung out a couple of times. Y'all smash. Y'all might have had a weekend together. You know what I'm saying? You might have met her because you were selling insurance. She was selling financial services at Bank of America, some shit like that. And you kept seeing each other over time through proximity. Y'all just kept seeing each other. Every time you see her, hello, what's up, how you doing, how things going? That's proximity, right? And y'all would never see each other if it wasn't for work or any job related or business related type of stuff, right? That's what it is. So you might have seen her 10 times, and the 11th time you asked her out. You know what I'm saying? You asked her out to some bar and grill or have coffee or whatever the case is. And come to find out, y'all hit it off. She likes you, right? And y'all start spending time together. It turns out she's divorced. Or maybe she never been married. Maybe she might be second generation American, right? Or wherever you in Canada or America or Australia, it doesn't matter. But maybe she's second generation. Let's just say that, right? So y'all hit it off, spending time together. You hit it, and things start getting serious, right? You be like, damn. And you look at her. You might have looked at her. You be like, damn, she's a nice girl. She got a nice ass, nice tits, everything. You're like, man, I don't know, man. So things started getting serious. But here's where the problem gonna come in at. The problem is not her. The problem is her family. Oh yeah, that's where the problem gonna come in at with the East Indian woman's family. Oh yeah, that's where the problem gonna come in at. Cause if you know anything about East Indian women, if you know anything about India, Boy, they got a strong caste system over there in India, and they don't really buy into dating out unless it's a white person. Now, if you were okay, let me back up a little bit. If you're a white man, oh, perfect, no problem, none whatsoever. If you're a black man or anybody else, let me tell you, that family, her family ain't gonna be feeling that shit at all. I don't give a damn if you even if you a celebrity, they don't give a damn. Even if you're a celebrity, they go. Let me tell you something. Her dad and her grandfather, if he's still living, they'll be plotting and scheming to see how they can get rid of this, get this guy away from my daughter. That's how they're gonna be thinking in some type of way. Because I'm saying once they find out. Because at some point, if things start getting serious, the daughter is gonna tell the mom, hey, I've been seeing this guy for a couple months now. I think things are kind of getting serious. How you think dad is gonna take this? And mom is gonna go along with it, regardless. Because as long as the daughter's happy, she gonna be like, I ain't got a problem with it, but your dad, I don't know, you know. And mom already know the dad ain't gonna be feeling it. Grandpa ain't gonna be feeling it. She already know what mom is gonna try to convince her husband, which is her dad, that hey, she been seeing a guy past couple of months, and she really liked this dude, but he's happened to be a black man. So is that gonna be a problem? How do you feel about that? Now, even if he goes along with it, if he agrees to it, the dad, the father, her father, in his mind, he gonna be like, what the hell I got to do? You know, y'all might meet in person y'all might have dinner one day, or he might invite you over just to meet you, because he want to see what type of guy you are, what you do for a living and all that good stuff. But in his mind, the back of his mind, he's thinking, what I got to do to get this dude away from my daughter, you know. Now, if you don't, there's I had a friend that was from Dubai that was talking to an Arab girl when I was in the Navy, and her father was willing to pay my friend off to get away from his daughter. So this is not far-fetched at all. I've had a didn't happen to me. It happened to my buddy. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this type of stuff happen in the past before. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, to me, it's not even a surprise to me if I was to hear somebody say a similar thing. So there's a bunch of East Indian women. Oh, they down. Oh yeah, they'll rock out with you. Shit, you can hit it. Probably a couple times, or as many times as you want. Yeah, you can invite her over to your spot, and she might invite you over to her spot if she live alone, which she probably don't. You know what I'm saying? She probably stay with her family. You know, but if you can invite her over your spot. If she's feeling you, yeah, she coming. For sure. You know what I'm saying? But when things start to get serious, and especially if she got one of them fathers that might tell her, hey, if she does something that her dad don't like, man, they might kick her out the family. She got one of them type of fathers. And if she know her dad get down like that, or would threaten her with a situation like that, she might have to cut you off. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. I'm telling you, there's some Indian families cold like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, shit, you really want to be with him, you're on your own. You out. They kick you out the family. Shit. Now check this out. Let me tell you what usually happens. Over time, once, assuming y'all get married and have kids, then now the kids can come over, the grandkids can come over. In most cases, not all the time. But do you really want your grandkids around someone that don't like you? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't drop my kids off over there. I wouldn't. But, if and another thing you have to realize, if her parents doesn't co-sign, doesn't agree with the marriage, it ain't gonna be no big ceremony. Like, cause when someone get married and when Indian people get married, it's a whole big thing, boy. It's a whole big celebration. That shit could last the whole week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother thing, boy. But if their parents disapprove of it, oh, you on your own. It'll be just like a regular marriage like we have over here. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody gonna be there either. Not on her side of the family. No. Nope. Only people gonna be there is gonna be on your side of the family. Or your friends or her friends. But her family members, and none of them gonna show up if they disagree with the marriage. Nobody. Ain't nobody flying, no, Ain't nobody driving either. Nope. But you gotta look at it like this. Where they from, where she from, bro, it's a strong caste system in India. These people ain't really, shit, they don't give a damn if you LeBron James. They ain't fucking with you. No. We like looking at them play basketball, but no, that's it. That's the extent of it right there now. And they've been like this. They're way before the French and the British came. No, they've been like this. This is not like new information or anything like that. But that's the challenge. That's the challenge that you're gonna have if you try to get with a East Indian girl. If you want to get married, your chances are slim to none. I'm telling you. It happens, but it's rare. It's rare. And see, I work with a lot of these guys, so I know. I work with the men and the women, so I know how they get down. It is shit. Like I said, if you want to smash, oh yeah, you can get it. Oh yeah, no problem. A lot of East Indian women they down. Yeah, they down to hang out and do all that shit. No problem. They probably down to hang out faster than anybody in that region over there. because they're in Southern Asia. They probably down to get down quicker than any group of women in that area of the world. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, they probably, yeah. I would say well, no, I'll take that back. There's that other country over there. It starts with a B. I forgot. It's right beside India. I forgot the name of the country. And when I see the country that's next door to India is I forgot, but they look alike. They used to be the same people back in the day. They used to be the same people back in the day. But when I see women from that country, I know, okay, Bangladesh. That's it. It's Bangladesh. That's it. When I see women from Bangladesh, one of the biggest differences for me, I can tell, the women from Bangladesh are they got more weight on them, for the most part. I'm saying when they're young. Now, when they get older, well, shit, damn near any of these women get fat on your ass over there. But when she's young, when women from Bangladesh are young in their 20s, early 30s, they usually have more thickness. East Indian women are kind of slim. Now, when they had a couple kids, they might get big on you. But not when they're young. That's how I can tell the difference. And women from Bangladesh, when I look at them, they look at me, they'll speak. They'll say hello. Women from India, they're not going to speak. No. I have to really go out of my way to get their attention to speak. But not women from Bangladesh, no. They easy. They speak almost instantly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's usually how it go. Where are you from? I'm from America. Yeah, that's usually how it go. But yeah, but it's gonna be hard to be get with a girl that's Indian. The family just ain't feeling it at all. They're not gonna support it, and I'm saying it's over 90% is gonna say no. And if that's the case, most Indian women are not gonna go against their family to be with you. They're just not gonna do it. They might want to, but no, they're not gonna do it. No, they're not gonna do it. Oh, P.S. by the way, check out my book, Love at First Click, on Amazon.com. 500 pages a game, baby. That's me on the back. That's me on the back, baby. 500 pages. Love at First Click on Amazon.com. Yeah, so it's difficult being in a relationship with a lot of women from that part of the world. But yeah, most women are not going to turn against their family to be with you. No, they're not. It's like, nah. It's rare. Now, check this out. Let me tell you when it starts to change a little bit. Let's say she's second generation and she lives in America. Let's say she was born her family came over, but she was born in America. Now, she's Americanized now. She grew up in America, she's going to be Americanized. Even still then, it's going to be hard for her to get married to you. Even still then, it's going to be hard. Now, if you live in some place like California, um, New York, Atlanta, Texas, Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Austin. These are the towns where there's a lot of tech companies going on at. Even Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, even then, it's going to be difficult for her. Like, you can hit it. Oh yeah, you can hit it. Yeah, they'll talk to you. Oh yeah, I see Indian women all the time. Yeah, I say hello. They say hello back. Shit. Come on, man. I'm on my damn phone ring. No, I can't. I didn't even know my phone could ring while I'm doing a live. Yeah, I didn't know that could happen. That's the first time that happened. But I'm not gonna get off the live and answer a phone call. No, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. But yeah, there's but I don't know about most people. I'm the type of guy I like to take the path of least resistance when it comes to relationships. I want who wants me. And the thing is, when you're young, we don't really think about the other person's family like that when you're young. We don't understand. I know I didn't when I was in the 20s. We don't understand how the other person's family, come into play when you try to get married to somebody. When you're young, you don't really think about stuff like that. You just think about the person that you're dealing with. But it's really there's a lot of things that has to go right for two people to come together and get married and have kids and be successful married for a long time. There's a lot of things that has to happen for that to come about. But when you're young, you just don't know. You don't have enough experience. And that's when you have to lean on older people. Because older people, they have enough experience. They hopefully they older and wiser. Hopefully, there's some that not, but somebody that's been there and done that. Excuse me. You should be able to talk to that person about some of the stuff. Now, when you date someone from another culture, in most cases, it's going to be hard to find somebody that's done that on either side. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things y'all going to have to figure out over time if y'all really want to be together and stay together. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's some things can't be taught. There's some things you're just gonna have to work it out between two people. That's what it is. Unless you meet another couple somewhere. I saw a video. I saw a video of a couple, East Indian woman and a black man from I forgot where he's from. He's from America. I know that much, but I don't remember where. But he was talking about how they met. I think they met like 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, and now they're married, and he was talking about some of the differences, the trials and tribulations and stuff like that, and you know, talking about some of the stuff that they still have to work out, you know. And I think they were married a year now. I think he said a year. And I think they I don't know where they live at though. I think they like the digital nomads. They kind of just move around every couple months. And they started like a food and now it's kind of, I think they transitioned to like more of a career channel, entrepreneurship type channel now. The way they were sounding. I saw the video yesterday. You know, sound like they lived in New York. I think they met in New York. And oh shit, my battery's about to die. Yeah. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta plug this up. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So now they started a food channel, and now I guess they're gonna transition into doing more more content about how to make money online, and I guess become like a digital nomad, because that's what they do. They travel from, look like they travel from country to country every so often or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I did that. I did that digital nomad thing for like 2 years. That shit ain't fun. I don't care what nobody. That shit wasn't fun to me. You travel from state to state, country to country. That wasn't really fun to me. Yeah, I did that shit for like 2 years. One time. And the second time I did it for like 5 months. That shit is tiresome, man. That shit ain't. I didn't really. I enjoyed going to my destinations, but in between the destinations, that shit ain't fun to me. That shit wasn't fun to me. Yeah, here's the thing. A lot of people ask me if I always had a desire to travel the world. No, I never. No, I never wanted to travel the world. I wanted to travel here in America, yeah, but I never had a desire to fly to Japan for 12 hours. No, I ain't never want to do that shit. No, that's not really fun to me. I don't really see. I'm not an adventure type of guy. I never really been like that. No, I did what I had to do, but I'm not the guy that's always up for a new adventure and meeting different people and trying different foods. No, a lot of that food makes me sick to my stomach. So no, that's not me at all. No, just because you see me out and about, or previously seen me in videos back in the day, in certain places around the world, that doesn't mean I was having fun. No. Now, I enjoy the people, and I still know a lot of those people, still to this day, but, man, a lot of that shit wasn't fun to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like when some of these guys go to Colombia, Brazil, then back to Mexico, And then they might go to Canada, and then from Canada they might go to Hawaii, and from Hawaii they might go to Dubai, and from Dubai they might go to uh, what's the Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. Man, that shit ain't fun to me, man. No. And then from Nairobi they might go to Turkey. Man, that's not fun to me at all, man. No, that would wear me the hell out. I'd be so tired, and so I had jet lag and all kind of shit. No, that's not fun to me at all. I'm the type of guy, I'd rather go somewhere and stay there for a couple of months. If I'm gonna travel, stay there for like, I don't know, at least 3 months. You know, 3 to 6 months. If I like it there, at least 3 to 6 months. You know, and when I get there, what I'm gonna do? You just go to the beach every day. No. Man, that shit gets old after a while. I was raised by water, by the beach. It gets played out and old after a while. You going to the beach every day? Who the hell does that? I don't know anybody that does that. Go to the beach every day? What the fuck? You better be able to get a life. Something. You got way too much time on your hand. If you go to the beach every day, shit. That's just like somebody that drinks every day, or smoke, or get high every day. You got way too much time on your free time on your hand. No, that's not me. That's never been me. You know, it's like most of the time when I'm traveling and going to these places, I'm not going there for entertainment. I'm going there for opportunities. That's possible. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going there for no women. None of that. No. No, man. You know, I think a lot of people are kind of misguided and, you know, because I remember, I think 2 weeks ago, I mentioned that I'm not an adventure type. I've never been in a video. And some guy was like, because I told in the video I was saying that I know a guy that go to Brazil like twice every 60 days, right? And I was like, yo, man, he just go there, party, and leave. There's no real relationship, no established relationship, none. And even doing this same routine for 5 years. But he don't know nobody. You just go there, party, trick off, and leave. And I was like, yo, that's the craziest shit. That's crazy to me. How do you go someplace for 5 years and don't know anybody? You just go there and trick off. Crazy. That's crazy to me. And the person that left a comment said, hey, man, just let him live or whatever. Okay. Yeah, he's going to have to live. I mean, I'm not going to tell him what to do. I'm going to just say, be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Because when you're dealing, if you're a trick, you're dealing with women that don't care about you. They might set you up, might do anything to you. That's what I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? You're really putting yourself in a danger, really, if you're a trick. But hey, you know, people do what they want to do until something happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's not really me. I'm the type of guy, I go to places not just for time off. I go there. Sometimes I'm looking for opportunities. Sometimes I know somebody that live there. I'm not going there just to have a good time and drink, smoke, and get high. And no, man. What? I mean, I sometimes I'll be like, who raised these damn people? I mean, it's like you got guys out here act like they ain't never been around a woman before. You know, like they act like they haven't. Now there's some guys out here haven't been. They're not used to being around a lot of women. That's unfortunate, but that's true. But that ain't me. I'm used to being around a bunch of women all my life. So it's like when I go to certain places and it's a bunch of women there, it's not a big deal to me. Really, I don't really. What's a big deal to you might not be a big deal to me. Like traveling to Thailand, Australia, that ain't a big deal to me no more. Because I've done it so many times. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's not a highlight for me no more. No. You know. And some of those dudes are thirsty. You know, some of them are. They shouldn't be. You know, because at the end of the day, a lot of these guys overvalue women. You know, they don't even know the woman. She just look good. Man, it's a bunch of good looking women out here, bro. There's hundreds of them. We just passed 20 of them walking down the street. But it has to be more to it than just looks. I mean, that's a good place to start. But if you was to get to know most of these women, you'd be like, oh, you really ain't shit. You just about looks. That's it, really. Y'all won't have nothing in common. In most cases. Really. You know, it's kind of like if you see a woman, you pick any country. Colombia, Brazil, Japan, it don't matter. When they come to America, we see them and be like, damn, that's a bad bitch. Right? But you have to realize that where she came from, there's women that look better than her. There's women that look better, probably way better than her, better quality than her, and everything. You know what I'm saying? She probably come to America. It ain't no telling how she got to America even. That's another thing. You know, you get to know her. She don't cook, don't clean, nasty. She got a bad attitude. But a lot of guys will put up with a woman like that because she's attractive. You know what I'm saying? But the dudes where she came from wouldn't put up with that. But he puts up with that because she's attractive and he ain't used to having that type of woman around. So dudes overvalue women a lot. You know, that's not a good idea. You know, that's not a good idea at all. But I don't know, man. People gotta live their own life. And there's like I said, there's some things you're gonna have to figure out on your own. Nobody can show you. They can tell you, but you gotta have to figure out on your own. You know what I'm saying? But hey, share this episode. Don't forget to get my book, Amazon.com, bestseller, Love at First Click, BarnesandNoble.com, 500 pages a game. Like, share. Until next time, I holla.